it is. It would just be that it would not be born of her personal parts. Think about it. People don't think. If she had a child, then she wouldn't be a virgin anymore, even though the child was conceived. No one asked, how come, why, how can that be? God can say it is, but he would not let Mary have a child through her body that way. She was a virgin, and she and Joseph had not consummated their marriage. She did not have Jesus like a normal woman would. She just carried him, and then it was. When God says it is, it is. In other words, he took the baby out. And that's why people do not read between the lines. They do not hear what they read. So do you understand what they're saying? They said God appeared when it was time. God appeared, and it just think about of snapping your fingers and the baby was out. The baby was not born through her body. The baby was just, God appeared and took the baby.
You know what? I got to tell you, I screwed up after the song. They missed the first part because I forgot to take the mute off of our microphone.
Let's
you know how we talk during the breaks, right?
Yeah.
I had that button on and I forgot to take it off. So they didn't hear the first part of what you said. So maybe could go over that first part again, please.
I will. Okay, how about if I just want me to just say the whole thing over again? Okay, so this is what they told me about the birth of Jesus. They said that, and this is in their words, because I'm reading it. Mary was married to Joseph when she became pregnant with Jesus. It was an immaculate conception. God came to her and asked her to carry his child, and Joseph also agreed because this would be our Savior and that he was going to save the world, especially at the time of the Babylonians. God said that he was to be born of a pious woman, a very pious woman, and he said it was to be, and it was. She believed in good. She was pure in thought, mind, and body. Joseph was also a pious man. And then they went on. If Jesus was born of a virgin, how could he be conceived or born of her personal parts? That would make her no longer a virgin. So when God says it is, it is. It would just be that it would not be born of her personal parts. Think about it. People don't think. If she had a child, then she wouldn't be a virgin anymore, even though the child was conceived. No one asks, how come, why, how can that be? God can say it is, but he would not let Mary have a child through her body that way. She was a virgin, and she and Joseph had not consummated their marriage. She did not have Jesus like a normal woman would. She just carried him, and then it was. When God says it is, it is. In other words, he took the baby out. And that's why people do not read between the lines. They do not hear what they read. That's how Jesus was born. God said, it is. It's time. And he took the baby.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's terrible. Why is it terrible? He wanted Mary to remain a virgin, so he did not allow the baby to be born through her body.
So she wasn't allowed to have sex.
Mary,
I'm just joking.
And what they told me was they said that both Joseph and Mary.
Oh, you know what?
Even though
my wife's getting pissed off, she doesn't know what we're talking about, so she doesn't realize we're talking about the Virgin Mary, and about what we're talking about. So she's thinking, what? What is he talking about over there? She's getting mad at me.
Yeah, I just got home from work, Mike.
She just got. I'm sorry, hon. No, we're not talking about anything bad.
They told me that Joseph and Mary never consummated their marriage. They remained virgins. They never did. That's what they told me.
Well, Joseph was kind of like architect, basically a designer of things. So they are a very rich family, and Joseph was like huge. They want to design a building or whatever. They get him to design it. And Jesus was a master carpenter himself.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to hear a little bit more about what they said about Jesus and God?
Am I right about that?
That I don't know. I have not asked. I do know that Jesus was a carpenter. The rest of it, I don't know.
I also was told that he went to, he was, when he come from Egypt, that he was brought to Nazareth or whatever.
I don't know all the details. And a lot of times I don't ask the details because I want to know a little bit about a lot of different things. And they really don't like to talk about trivial things. They're more about the important things like the environment. And I don't know that they really like me asking about those things all the time, but I do have a lot of information. I just may not have in-depth, details. But would you like to hear what they said about Jesus and God?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Definitely, I want to hear about that. What they said about Jesus and God.
This is in their words, and I'm reading it. Jesus and God are one and the same because he is a product of God. He was his son because he created him as a son. He put him down on earth, hoping that the people would listen to his words, which they did not want to hear. They did not want to believe, and then he was tortured, and then they could see what a strong person he was, and that he was going to be strong to uphold fears, and knowing what he knew and spreading the blessed word. He was trying to save people because he knew what his Father was going to do. He sent his Son to save us, to spread his word, and nobody had ears or eyes because they were frightened or didn't care. And they said too many things overwhelmed the people. They were more afraid of dictatorship than they were of the love of Jesus in his suffering and in his words. He really didn't know whatever his Father had planned for him. He knew, but by his death, it would help to get the word out. As kind and gentle as he was by his martyrism, people would more or less stop and listen and know that he gave his only son. And there must have been truth in what he was saying. If everything you knew was a lie, that God did not create the earth, you're praying to nothing, then there was no hope. The last words people say are, God, please help me. Everybody prays to God, even atheists. If there is no God, there is no devil. The devil is the bad things in life that you accept when you shouldn't. And this is also something else they told us, and I think it's real important. God only wants you to do 10 things and one on the side, to abide by the 10 commandments, and please go to church on his birthday. His birthday is April 26th, and this is the way they put it. When you are reborn, you get a different birthday. We always celebrate his rebirth birthday. His birthday is April 26th. His first birthday was December 25th, according to all the figures and different calculations and things just spinning around. How is that?
Oh, so do you know, what do they call them, Mitros or what? There's other gods in the past that always had on December 25th, and they were crucified and stuff. So many different cultures. If you look into it, they all had the same sort of mythos of Jesus Christ, but it was ancient times, way longer than that. So it's kind of like I'm not sure what's going on here.
Wasn't that pretty powerful, though?
Yeah, it was.
The message.
That was awesome.
There's another message that they channeled to my mother. They had her write it down, and it's in one of my videos. I have 5 videos on my YouTube. You can look them up, The Theologians of Orion. They're very powerful information and channeled drawings on them and channeled message. And one of them is what I'm going to read to you right now. And this is what they channeled to my mother in 2013. You were a challenge. We had to bring you to Earth because you were too different and you couldn't live in our world. We wanted you to be happy and prosperous, so we chose Earth as a planet best suited for you. You were our experiment, and we still watch over you. You need to open your eyes and listen to your Earth. We gave you the chance to all live in peace and harmony. You do not think beyond your nose. The 10 Commandments is all you need to go by to live a good life. Remember, if you didn't have a God to look upon for help and fulfillment, what would you do? You would be lost. We want to help, but from afar. No way could we socialize, reason being we are too different in our bodies, our way of thinking, our way of living. Marriage would be like a giraffe, living and consorting with an ape. We would be creating a new, strange, and different world, a world that should be placed on another planet. This is what happened before. We took part of ourselves and developed you. Through time and error, we created you. We wanted you all the same, but different. This is a very rare and special contact. And we're just trying to get the word out.
Yeah, you don't mind if people call in, right?
No, I don't mind at all.
I'm just going to tell them that. Everyone, if you want to call in, we'd love it. You call in right now and you can ask anything you want. And it's a rare opportunity, like she said, and it'd be awesome to have somebody call in right now.
Yeah, we have a lot of information. It's
hashtag 47talk is if you want to throw some questions in on Twitter. If you don't feel like calling in, just throw it to hashtag 47talk. Or
I'm gonna look in there right now.
That's where we go for the chat room on this show.
Oh, cool. Wisteria is around.
Yeah. Yeah, there she is.
I talked to her the other day. She's pretty cool.
This show is like a lot about DM talk. You know, like I was almost going to call it DM talk because I like to get all the DM talkers on my show. And that's why I put this show here, because I think we're smarter than the people doing the shows. The ones.
Hey, I've seen this picture of the cross. Was that your picture? You really saw that? That's not Photoshop. That was in my backyard. Yeah. That was on the 18th on Sunday. You took.
Yeah, that cross was in my backyard. Like just when I came outside, and I just looked up at above my garage. There it was.
And you and I spoke.
It's dated.
Was it Friday? The Friday before, a couple days before?
That picture is dated, so...
it is?
It should be dated, yeah. I can find it on my phone, the date of that picture. But yeah, that's a true picture I just took off my phone.
So it was on Saturday.
It's weird, eh? It was the morning after. It was the morning after the show, yeah. It was the morning after the show.
What's that telling you, Mr. Wolfman Mike?
Pretty crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Just that thing appearing in the sky right above my garage, like really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of blew my mind a little bit. I don't know what that is, but you could see the crisscrosses, but it also was definitely due to chemtrails from planes that were leaving chemtrails. And cross-hatching chemtrails.
Yeah.
But still, for it to just look like that, you know?
Yeah, it's still pretty cool.
That's what caused it, though, is the chemtrails. So, it is kind of nasty. If you look really closely, you can see the other chemtrail lines in the background all going cross-hatching.
Yeah, I saw it.
So, it looked really nice and everything, but it's actually chemtrail hell.
I have to ask him a little bit about chemtrails. Because, I mean, I did ask him about chemtrails, and I had to ask him, like, several times because, you know, I tend to believe that that's what they're doing, but the Orion said that it's not chemtrails. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to have to push him a little bit more for that information and say, are you sure? Are you sure it's not chemtrails?
Yeah.
So I think unless anybody has questions, I am probably going to need to sign off here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed my time on your show.
Alrighty. Well, that's it then.
And I hope that, and it's like I said, I did put up a GoFundMe page.
Oh, that's right. We have to put out. Let's plug that first. Let's plug that real good. Let everyone know. That's what we got to do. And I'm going to post it on our Facebook and on our Twitter and everything. And
I put it on my Twitter. I put a thing on my Twitter. I posted it on there.
Okay.
And maybe I could just tag you in it. That's what I'll do.
Tag me in it too. Yeah, that way I can spread that out.
But so we'll try to raise some money for that.
And and if it works, it works.
Could you imagine
if we found it and we were right?
Exactly. It would just be, oh my God, could you imagine finding Noah's Ark from the biblical times?
Yeah, that's interesting.
And they said it's there.
Well, okay. I think we should check it out. Let's get a expedition underway. Try to fund the expedition and find Noah's Ark.
And I just sent it to you just now. I just tagged you in it.
This is crazy, but I think we should do it.
Yeah. We'll get money to fund that, and that would be awesome. Get a company to go for it. They said it's in the Bering Sea near Alaska, and it's 1,000 feet down. 1,000 feet. It's going to be expensive.
Wow.
But could you imagine? Just picture them lifting Noah's Ark up out of the ocean. And could you just imagine that?
Well, I'm
it
imagining
would confirm what we have here. It would confirm what we have here. It would just be biblical proportions, literally. You know what I mean?
Well, it's worth a shot. And if you're willing to go for it, I think that we should fund that.
Yeah.
And if you know the coordinates, would be good. So,
what my mother can do,
because it's a big area.
If you had my mother with us, and this is going to sound, I don't know how this is going to sound, but a lot of this probably sounds crazy anyway. But they can see through our eyes, mine and hers. And they can tell us and show us things. I can have her with me, and they can direct her to things. We can look at a map, and they can pinpoint something and tell her and show her approximately where something is.
That's fucked. I like that, and I believe it. So I definitely think that we should try to fund this. I don't know if where else are we gonna do it but here.
Yeah.
We gotta fund this somehow. So if everybody starts chipping in, maybe we could get something going and and find out if Noah's Ark is really there. That'd be pretty cool.
We need to get to the attention of a company that would be interested in doing it, and they can
or some rich individuals that would like to just go for the ride and pay for it.
Exactly. Yeah. Someone who follows ufology, who does believe.
Yeah.
Because those are the guys who will do it.
Well, it has been an amazing time with you, Athena, tonight, and it's almost 2 hours now. I know you're tired, so I'm gonna shut it down with a song.
Okay.
If you want to any more? Plug anything else? Your books. Plug your books first.
How about, yes, I have a book called The Theologians of Orion on Amazon. It starts out with my personal story and how we got to this contact. I've had communication since I was a very young girl.
How do they get your books? How do the fans find your books?
On Amazon.com.
Amazon.com. They just look up Athena.
They look up The Theologians of Orion.
Theologians of Orion. Okay.
And I have a website, theologiansoforion.com. It has amazing information on it. And some pretty awesome videos on YouTube, which you can also access them from my website. I have 5. And I'm on Twitter. I have all kinds of cool things that I put out there that I've learned from them. And I think that's about it.
That's wicked.
One other thing I would like to say is that we need to put these polluting companies out of business. Stop buying their products.
Oh, I know.
Make your own products at home.
Oh man, and a lot of people don't realize that Nestle, you know, with their water, what they're doing with water, like just monopolizing and like taking your aquifer water, your good stuff, and they're putting it all into these toxic plastic bottles, shipping it all over the world and taking the farmers' water away. And
just don't buy it.
Wow, you know what? The farmers don't have no water. Their irrigation pits are running dry because the aquifers are getting sucked dry from these water companies. And how are they allowed to do this? Stealing everybody's water.
It's called, as the Orions would put it, money in the hand.
Can you tell them to really do something about these nasty assholes that are taking our water?
They can only do so much to help us.
We
have to...
You know what? This one deserves a bonk. I'm going to bonk those idiots that are taking our water.
The people are powerful. They just need to realize it. And they need to make a stand and say no more. And they need to stop buying the products that are harming our planet and our bodies.
All right. This is where I'm going to leave you.
Awesome.
That was
Thank
amazing.
you.
The last words you said is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for being on.
All right, honey. Lots of hugs and kisses and good night.
All right. Thanks for coming on again.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
All right, bye-bye.
On the sidewalk all around you, that's scaring you. The air is still, I think the melody on the drum. Your face is sickly green. Dress up.
We are back. We are back on the air, and I'm with Marcus Aurelius. How you doing, Marcus?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, man. This is a crazy show we got going on tonight.
Oh, who do we got?
Well, no, we had Athena telling us about all kinds of wild information, but about Noah's Ark and all kinds of stuff, pyramids, and wow, it was crazy.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry I missed that.
No, you're just jumping in, so that's all right. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I gotta shut off this music. How do I do that? How do I shut this off?
It was under the spotlight. You
There we go. Wow. I had the music playing again like I did. I had the music playing again like I did before, where I had the music playing and we're supposed to be talking.
I see.
Let me check your levels. Yeah. Give me a rap, brother.
A rap?
Yeah, rap for us.
Shit, I don't know how to rap.
Mama talk to me, try to tell me how to live. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, that's kind of like rap, isn't it?
Yeah. The basketball coach, he done kicked me off the team.
Yeah.
I got a wicked echo.
Oh, it'll go away. That's just in your head, man. You just had surgery, didn't you?
Not quite, but close enough.
Oh, I did. What happened to you?
Oh, they had to do a Whitley Strieber on me.
Oh, my Lord.
But they didn't find any aliens up there, so it's all good.
I had to get a tooth pulled. Guess which one it was?
The front?
It was my fucking fang.
Oh, really? A bummer.
One of my fangs, yeah.
So you're only like half a wolfman now? Or-
Yeah.
That
I'm
sucks.
a half a wolf man.
Kind of a wool man.
You know what I think I'll do, though?
What?
If I ever get the money to do it, I'll just get some bridges and get some real fucking cool looking fangs and put them in there.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get the Billy Bob teeth, but I can't find them anymore. Do you remember those?
Maybe like Jaws or something. Get the like full metal teeth that you can.
Yeah. They used to have a whole assortment of those teeth back in the day, at, like Spencer's.
Like Jaws from the James Bond.
Yeah, that's it.
So, nobody could guess my monster
Oh, which monster?
from last week.
Oh, last week?
No.
The knife head.
Yeah, but that's not the name of it.
Yeah, it looks familiar, but...
Okay, it's from Gamera. It's from Gamera. It's from one of the early Gameras. And it's, Guiron. Or
Yeah.
Guiron. I can't remember. I put it on 47, hashtag 47 talk. I did put the answer.
Oh, really? Okay, let me look.
But yeah, it's on there somewhere. I did put the answer. But it's, I think, Guiron. Or Guiron. But it's from, yeah, that was a cool monster. I like the way it was knifing into Gamera. And yeah, he was really scary. I had to put a blanket over myself.
Oh, yeah. I love Gamera, and he was the shit back in the day. I remember.
I think I was probably 6 years old when I saw that, so I was like underneath a blanket, you know what I mean? And peeking out at the TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's funny how those monsters, they always started out as evil, and then they turned into, like, the good guys, you know.
Well, that
like
was the
Godzilla,
whole thing
too.
that kept you going, though. That's what kept you going.
The first one I ever saw, I think, was King Kong versus Godzilla at the theater. And that was really something.
So, have you got any cool pics from Mars or anything we could post up right now?
Do I have Mars pics? I can't think of any off the top of my head, but
know,
I'm
just
still
being-
waking up from the anesthesia.
Yeah. Jeez, I'm sort of groggy myself. I just thought, do this show, it'll take your mind off the pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't so painful as the the preparation for it. In my case,
Do you need to bonk any doctors?
no, they were all good.
Okay, good. Yeah, my dentist is pretty good too. I can't really bonk him. No, it was a terrible ordeal, but they did their best.
Yeah, I lost one a couple years ago. A molar bit the dust. But I still have my wisdom teeth, so I still got like 31 teeth, so I'm good for a while.
But your teeth are gone. If they're screwing you up and the dentists are messing around with us and they're getting rid of your teeth, well, then you can't eat, then you're fucked, and you will die. So it could be population control.
I think the dentists are in on the Halloween.
Oh yeah, it's population control. The dentists are doing it.
I think that the dentist came up with the whole candy at Halloween thing so they could fill
Candy, eat the candy. Yes. Woohoo, yes. Eat the candy. Okay, now we will pull your teeth. We'll drill in there. We have to drill. Very much drilling. You foolish humans. It's all an alien control thing, I think.
Yeah. Well, they're certainly making a lot of money off kids' teeth. I know that.
And they probably keep them for sacrificial rites. Yes. Nasty, nasty dentists. They're nasty. They're there to get you. They're worse than auto mechanics. What do you think?
I don't go to auto mechanics. I try not to.
Oh my god, we missed our break.
Uh-oh.
I gotta put a song on. We're having too much fun here.
All right.
Holy shit, what song? Damn it. I don't know if I did this one or not. Oh, I did this one. Yeah, I did that one. I got one. Worm vomit. Here we go. Worm vomit. Yeah, baby, alright.
I say it all, you know, I start, I say it all.